Hi viewers, my name is Janet. You're welcome to Right Living Natural-HEALTHTV. And today I'm going to be talking to us on how to use conceal to cure high blood pressure. Let me ask us, when was the last time you had your blood pressure checked? I know a lot of us will say, oh, it's not that important, I don't really need to check my blood pressure regularly. Blood pressure needs to be checked regularly because it's one of the most important health parameters for us to know you are healthy. Yeah, what is blood pressure sef? But some people might never know what blood pressure is. Blood pressure, this is the pressure of the blood that is exact against the arteries wall. This is the blood that pumps in your circulatory system. That is what our blood pressure is. And blood pressure is measured by systolic over diastolic. Systolic blood pressure, this indicates how much pressure the blood exerts against the wall of the artery when the heart is beating. That is systolic. And diastolic, this indicates how much pressure the blood exerts against the wall of the arteries when the heart is beating between rests. And a normal systolic blood pressure should be 120 millimeters of mercury, and diastolic should be 80 millimeters of mercury. For blood pressure, we have high blood pressure, we have low blood pressure. But today I'm going to be talking to us on high blood pressure. High blood pressure, this happens when the force that the blood exerts against the arteries of the wall is too high. This causes more blood to pump into the heart. That is our high blood pressure. Another high blood pressure, we have the normal pressure, we have the stage 1, we have the stage 2, we have the elevated blood pressure. This is when the systolic reading is above 120 to 130. That is elevated blood pressure. But for stage 1, this is when it's above 130. For stage 2, this is when it's above 140. But once the blood pressure reach 180 systolic over 120 systolic, this has to be taken care of properly because an elevated systolic blood pressure has a very high risk of cardiovascular disease. I'm wondering what is the causes of hypertension, of high blood pressure. It does not really have causes, but it has risk factors. Some of the risk factors of high blood pressure is the food that we eat. The food that we eat, age. According to scientific research, as a man, once you are above the age of 40-45, you are prone to have high blood pressure. And as a woman, once you reach the age of 50, you are more prone to develop high blood pressure. Another one of the risk factors is race. We have noticed, we've studied that black people are more prone to high blood pressure than white people. Another risk factor is too much of salt. If you consume too much of salt, it can actually elevate the blood pressure. Too much intake of caffeine can elevate the blood pressure also. Drinking, smoking, your weight. Our weight has a very high effect on our blood pressure. So these are the risk factors. People may now be wondering, oh, what are the symptoms of this high blood pressure? That is why it's advisable for us to check our blood pressure regularly, at least once in a week, because high blood pressure does not really have any symptoms. You might be saying, oh, headache is the symptoms of high blood pressure. Fine, it's one of the symptoms, but headache can actually be associated to lots of other diseases. So you cannot know what your blood pressure is, but you cannot even know the symptoms you are feeling unless you get a proper medical checkup. So one of the symptoms is you can have headache. Headache can be related to other things. So it doesn't really have the symptoms. You have to make sure you check your blood pressure regularly. What are the causes? What are the negative effects of high blood pressure? One of the negative effects of high blood pressure is stroke. When the blood pressure gets elevated to a particular level, stroke can come in, kidney problem, heart attack, dementia. These are the negative effects of high blood pressure. How can I prevent myself from having high blood pressure? The first one is exercise regularly. If you exercise regularly, your chances of having high blood pressure is going to be reduced. Eat healthy food, maintain a good weight, rest. After all day work, you need to rest properly. Rest well, eat well, exercise regularly. These are some ways you can actually prevent high blood pressure. I'm wondering, oh, I said we are going to use conceal to cure high blood pressure. Just joining us, this is Right Living Natural Health TV, and we've been talking on high blood pressure, how to use conceal to cure high blood pressure permanently in 60 to 90 days. Some might be wondering, what is corn silk? Corn silk in Yoruba is known as fufu agbado. Corn silk to most people is waste, because I see people throwing it away, disposing it, because they think it is a waste to get from corn. Corn silk are like thread that is on the corn when you buy a fresh corn, not the one that still has the cover. Corn silk is that thread that is on it. It's like a waste. And corn silk, it's very rich in potassium, it's rich in calcium, it's rich in several vitamins. And corn silk has been, research has shown that corn silk can work effectively to reduce and cure your blood pressure. It can reduce the pressure from 180 to 120 to the normal blood pressure. How do you make use of your corn silk? It's very simple. Once you get your corn silk, you remove the dead ends on it, the ones that look as if they are decayed. You remove it, you put it inside a bowl, or you put it inside a mug. Then you pour your hot water inside it, leave for 5 to 8 minutes. And you can also boil it. If you don't want to, you can boil it. Then leave for 5 to 8 minutes. After then, you strain it. Then after straining, you take 2 cups in the morning, then 2 cups at night. Do this for 60 to 90 days, and you're saying goodbye to blood pressure. Corn silk, you get your corn silk, or you can get a corn, then you remove the threads, or that thread you need is the corn silk. You put it inside a large bowl, or get a mug, then you boil your water, you put it on it, you allow it to brew for at least 5 to 8 minutes. Once that is done, you set it aside, you strain it. Once it is cool, you take 2 cups in the morning and 2 cups at night. This is a very simple method that won't even cost us much, and it works perfectly to reduce the blood pressure. Thank you for watching.